Welcome to another segment of BTI TV, Business, Technology, and Innovation. My name is Aquila, and I'm your host. And like I always like to say, it's showtime. So last week we were in South Carolina. This week we're coming back east. And north or wherever you want to call it, it's east to me. But where we're going is Jersey, right across the bridge. I have a special guest tonight. And I'd like to bring him in so we can get started. And here we go.
Sure.
Hey. Chino, introduce yourself, my man, and tell me what it's all about.
Good evening, peace and blessings. My name is Al Baines. I'm the president and CEO of Evolve Custom Apparel. And I'm just here to just try to bring change, to just show that you can change your life and then bring more better to the people and to the world. Just give a little bit more off about me and who I am.
Okay, so Evolve Custom Apparel. How did you come up with that name?
So back in 2017, I want to say, I was in between jobs and just, trying to figure out my way and knowing that I had something more installed in me than what I was giving out to the world.
Mm-hmm.
So I sat back and I meditated, and the message that came to me was that I could give my energy off through apparel. I'm very big into art. Since I was a kid, I used to love to draw. That was like one of my favorite pastimes, just drawing. For hours, I would draw all the time. So now I figured out that I can use that same skill and showcase it through the world through clothing. So through meditation and just, waiting on the message through God, it came to me, Evolve Clothing.
Okay. And Evolve is like growing, changing. So it's like, I guess it's like a growth or maturity stage for you.
Yes. On the business side, absolutely. But on the personal side, it more so comes from my background and where I came from. Growing up in the streets of East Orange, coming from, a single parent home, the only brother of four sisters.
Okay.
You had to find a way. You had to kind of find, your place in society. And I would kind of want to say, like, going through certain things, it was to where I chose more the streets. And then now it just showed that you can grow from that and become more. I like to use the phoenix as my my symbol of what my business is, and it just shows like growing from the ashes. So,
well, I just put your some of your products on the screen just now, and you just spoke about the Phoenix. Hey, Dolores, how are you? Everybody who's coming in, please share this right here. Okay, we're in Jersey tonight, and I want everybody to share because I want everybody to know about Evolve Custom Apparel. Everybody share. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about your background and the job that you were doing before now. Was there any comparison or was it any similarities with the jobs?
No, I think it was more so like night and day. I was doing more between construction and then just a lot of like warehouse work. Um, I would do between 8 to 12 hours, sometimes 16-hour shifts. It was actually a time where I was working from one job. I would clock in about 7 o'clock in the morning. I would work until about 3 in the afternoon, and then my next job was literally next door. So I would clock out at 3, clock in by 3:10, and then work until about 11 at night, sometimes 2 in the morning. So yeah, it was definitely totally different, but it compares a lot when it comes down to ethic, your work ethic, what you're gonna put in. What you put in is what you back out. So just my mind frame of how I think, if I could put that in for someone else, and I could put that in times 10 for myself and brand myself and become my own brand, and then give that back out to the people, and then show the people that they can do the same exact thing.
I agree. So now, from construction and warehouse to custom apparel, that's a big jump. You know what I'm saying? So what is it about the custom apparel that like just brings you in, that make you want to like it just gets your creative juices flowing?
Well, to me, it's more so like the art form. Again, like I said, growing up, I would just draw for hours on it. It's something about the beauty of art and creating. And then not only just that side of it, but say if you had an idea and you wanted something to come to life, and then the fact that I can create that and make it and just the joy that it brings to you, that's a bigger payment to me than any dollar would ever be. I mean, at the end of the day, we all have to do something, whether we love it or we like it or we have to do it. We have to do it because of money. But at the end of the day, I get a chance to do what I love for money, and I get it for gratification at the end of the day, just to see that someone else is happy.
So let's talk about the business for a minute. So with the business, how long have you actually been doing this business?
I would say about 3.5 years. I kind of want to say about March of 2017 is when I began and I first put my shirts out. At that time, I was using silk screen press. And it was just the beginning. It was just trying to put it out there and let people know who I am as a brand and what I want to bring to the people.
Okay.
It went, kind of fell off for about a year and a half after that. But then in between, like I said, I was working 2 jobs back to back. And then, it just made me feel like I wanted to do something more with my life. So I kind of went for about the past 2 years solid. I've been into it.
So how did you actually get started? I mean, how did you sit that did you just sit down, with your people and say, listen, this is what I want to do? Or was it something that you went into by yourself? And before we move on, Christopher Chin says, doing what you love is never considered a job.
Absolutely not. You're 100% right. And that's why I got into doing what I love. This way I don't have to work a job.
So let's talk about how this got together and how did you structure this business?
Everything is self-taught. Just to start off with that, again, like I said, from my art background, I just knew that it was something that I wanted to do with that in life. Moving forward from there, it was just trying to figure out my place in society and then what can you bring to society that's going to leave a mark on it. I think in this day and age, with the way that the world is turning, it's incumbent upon us that we have to leave our mark on society. We see a lot of big businesses are falling. So now it's kind of like our time, more so, to just take over and express your talents and put it out to the world. And that's where I went from there.
Well, because it's your own business, so if you want to eat, you have to continue to push this right here. And during this time now, because of the pandemic, a lot of people are out of jobs. A lot of people are home. So how has the pandemic affected you?
It's like a give and take. The pandemic definitely slowed it down, only because with as far as like income for clients, it kind of slows them down, so it kind of slows me down as well. But when it comes down to the custom side of it, the beauty of it is that you're always going to be able to make money. Clothes is something that we always have to put on. You have, and what I want to bring to the clothes is that even if we have to hide our body, then you can still wear how you feel.
True.
So with that being said, I mean, every day we have to put clothes on. So it definitely does bring some type of income in. But the custom side gives me more leeway.
Willette says, fashion is the talk of the streets. It's a great way to express one's individuality.
100% true.
You're a big fan.
Just evolve, like, to wear how you feel, to bring out the way that you feel. Again, clothes hide who we are as a human, but it can also show how you feel spiritually.
True. So I know you do T-shirts. What other items do you customize? Talk about like some of your products and everything.
Anything apparel, from shirts to hats, T-shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, jeans, you name it, we do it.
You say pocketbooks too?
Absolutely. It's endless when it comes down to the custom.
So it says custom apparel. So let me ask you. So when the clients coming to you, are they coming to you with the idea or a thought, or they just said, this is what I want, and you just like put your own little sauce on it?
Well, usually when a client comes to me, that's the first thing I ask. Do they have an idea? Do they have a logo? And if not, because I do clothes, I also am a graphic designer. That leaves me free room. So I kind of love when a client leaves me the free room to do what I want, and they trust like my vision.
Yeah.
But I can also bring anything to life. If you had a logo or if you don't, I can bring anything to life. And that's the beauty of custom apparel.
So as far as the materials for the t-shirts, what type of material do you use for the t-shirts?
Um, Ideally, we would like to use cotton,
Mm-hmm.
polyester,
Mm-hmm.
cotton polyester blend. That could be polyester blended in with nylon, polyester blended in with cotton. The same way, vice versa, cotton blended in with nylon, polyester. But ideally, you want to use the cotton polyester blend or either one solid.
I like those. So, Chino, I have somebody that's saying to you, this is from Christopher Chen, and Chris was on my show last week. He just opened up a restaurant. He
Good
said,
evening. I actually watched it, your interview last week. Congratulations to you.
he says, I will be looking to have a custom apparel made for my staff. Do you have wholesale pricing?
Absolutely. Anything wholesale to me will start about between 24 to about 36 shirts or anything in that realm. I also give deals out starting at about 12 or more. But yeah, we definitely do wholesale prices.
So cause I know some places you go to when you need shirts and stuff done, some places they charge you for the t-shirt and they charge you for the for whatever you're gonna put on the shirt. So with your price, is it one price for everything, or you charging for the t-shirt and you charging for the picture that's on the shirt?
That's the beauty of it as well too. I also give the option of the client if they want to bring a certain apparel that they want to wear, if they have their own t-shirts, if they have their own sweatsuits or whatever the case may be, I'll leave that open for you. Or if I have to get it myself, then I do charge a fee for that as well.
Okay. So what is your demographic, or what is your target customer base?
To be honest with you, when it comes down to custom, it's just wide open. Ideally, where I want to start first is in our urban areas.
Okay.
And the young brothers and the young sisters out here that you can do something positive with your life.
Okay.
And it leaves. This is a market that is so wide when it comes down to making money, and it's so wide when it comes down to ideas that it's endless. So even if you start off, say, like let's say ideally, I have the business Evolve,
Yes.
and Evolve wants to bring clothes, and we want to show you, our apparel and what we can do. It also can branch off into cups. It could branch off into, wall decal, jewelry, all different types of things. And that's ideally what I wanted to do with it. You want to brand yourself, and you want to kind of leave enough room so where you can branch off into other different businesses.
Which makes sense.
Always taught was your average millionaire has at least 7 different incomes. So if you can create something that can be your brand and it can also branch out into different businesses and bring you more revenue, that's ideally what you want to do.
And see, now I like that, because what happens is a lot of time when people set their mind to doing one thing, they put themselves in a box and they don't allow themselves that space to come out to do anything else. But how you just put it just now, I mean, there's a lot that can be done with this right here. I know you see me moving back and forth. I like to try to put people's comments and stuff on as they said. I know I cannot say this name. I'm so sorry. I cannot pronounce the name. What is it? Tata Kwan Williams. That's what it is. Says support Black businesses.
Absolutely. I think that's a real big thing that needs to happen right now. Ideally, especially in our communities, we need to support each other.
What is your marketing strategy?
Marketing strategy as far as what? When it comes to like trying to get clients, or how do I push my inventory?
Mm-hmm.
Social media. Social media is definitely number one. It's free. It's free advertisement. So it makes sense to use anything that's going to be free to you. Also, I'm a walking billboard, so I like to wear my own apparel. And then word of mouth, dealing with clients that we get that one-on-one personal relationship. And, we have that time and we build that. I think building a one-on-one relationship with every client would always going to bring you more clients on from there.
I agree. And what you just said, a lot of people miss this thing, because people get on Facebook, they get on YouTube, and they do a lot of unnecessary stuff. People don't realize how important those platforms are as far as getting your business and stuff out there. And everybody thinks that you have to have like a huge marketing budget when you're trying to do stuff, or like you just said, it's free.
Yeah, it's free. And a lot of times, like I think that's what holds a lot of people back. They have so many great ideas, but what holds them back is the thought that, oh, I don't have the money for it. It's really not that expensive. You
It's
honestly
free.
waste money by not putting that thought into action than by just leaving it.
But then too, you think about during a day, think about how much money and stuff that we waste during a day.
Absolutely.
Or just nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And you get nothing back from it. But then when it comes down to your own business or to invest into yourself, that's when everybody says it costs too much. Tatu Kwan, and I am so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but he's asking you, how do you stay creative?
I think just being a part of society, just being active in your community. A lot of ideas just come from the community itself, or just keeping your ear open, keeping your eyes open, and just seeing what the people want. It's very incumbent upon us, especially as being talented Black people, that we showcase our talents.
Yes. Yes.
And it's like a piggyback thing. So if I see that you need something, then I'm going to make it. I think the same thing, vice versa.
Yes. Which makes a lot of sense. So, I had so much stuff that I wanted to ask you, and I'm listening to you talk, and I'm just like so caught up in what you're saying. So, okay, we talked about the marketing and everything, and do you have a store that you sell from, or is it just from website, or how are you actually selling your products?
Well, because everything that I like to do is custom, even though I have my own brand,
Mm-hmm.
what I push out is the custom side. So right now, to keep inventory is a little bit. It doesn't make sense when you want to do custom. So I like to do order, like just work by orders. So if you place an order, it definitely get done. Business wise, as far as storefront, definitely working on that part right now. With COVID, it kind of slowed down a lot of things.
Yeah.
But workspace is definitely there. Orders can definitely be done. It doesn't matter if it's one shirt or if it's 500 shirts. We treat one shirt the same way we would do with bulk orders.
Well, I'm glad you said, because then there is no minimum to your to order. Alyssa says, "Are you a graphic designer, or does the client have to know what they want?"
I am definitely a graphic designer, especially when you're dealing with the business, when you're coming down to and people need to understand that when you're in the business of apparel and making clothes, you are more than what you think you are. You are actually a graphic designer. If I have to sit down and I put your whole design together, that's graphic design.
Yeah.
So you have to learn how to market yourself on a bigger brand as opposed to putting yourself in just a small box that, oh, I just do custom apparel or I just do my own clothes.
So, is there other people that work with you, or are you doing all of this yourself?
Actually, I do have a business partner, my right hand man. I've been on him for a while. He's a great dude. Actually, he's here. Pashan, come here real quick. I'm gonna introduce you to the people. This is the other side of Evolve Custom Apparel.
How you guys doing?
Hello, how are you?
I'm
So,
doing good.
do you also design the shirts and everything too?
Yes, at times I do. I'm as a graphic designer as well, but I'm also a tattoo artist, so I come from a background of design and drawing.
Oh, okay.
Definitely hands on when it comes to that aspect as well.
Okay. So, Cheeto, so let me ask you this. Do you see yourself franchising or expanding?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's a manifestation right now. Everything that I do started from manifesting, and that was definitely one of the end goals of becoming a franchise, branching off and doing more so like, how do you say you want to do more like when it comes down to the design. But yes, we definitely, on a wider scale, we definitely want to branch off. Yes, absolutely.
So, do you have a website where people can actually go on and look at some of the designs and everything that you've done?
The website right now is under construction because what we want to bring to it is a dropship program. So if people want to get in contact with us, definitely can give you my email, but it's also my Instagram, which is ceo.evolveclothing. And the Facebook, which is Al Pacino Bands, you can always inbox, from there.
So how do you go about networking with other people? Do you go out like how you say like shows and stuff like fashion shows and stuff like that and network with other people? Because one thing that I did notice, that New Jersey black owned business, I see that you're very heavy in there. So do you do a lot of networking with them?
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of funny because I think it's a really big blessing to have the New Jersey black owned. That website has brought so many new customers and a wider span of what Evolve Clothing is, and it gives you a bigger outreach to different people. A lot of times, I don't even post into the website because I get tagged in by so many people.
I've seen it.
Definitely think like the work speaks for itself.
Yeah, yeah.
Customers also do a lot of networking with each other to bring in more customers.
So Willette says, how do you feel that Evolve has evolved from its early days?
From designs to the way I see things, to the way I attack certain things, to understanding that it's going to be a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of long days, but you just trust the process. You have to go through it and understand that you trust the process, and as long as you can do those two, the outcome is always going to be yours.
Do you believe in yourself?
First, absolutely, yes. First, I believe in God, and then yes, I believe in myself.
Because I tell people, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to believe in you.
Yeah, you have to be like your number one fan. Plus, you have to be your number one critic. And I think that's what's going to push you further in life. You can't expect anyone else validation. You have to give yourself that. It's going to be a lot of times where you're pushing things and people will not support you, especially your own people. Starting this out, I think, and no shade on my own city or my own state or to my own people because I love.
I understand
Sports, but coming into the business, I already understood that family and friends, that might be one of the second or third people that's going to support you. A lot of my business comes from out of state. I think this year alone, during COVID, I might have touched about 22 to 23 states alone.
But that's a good thing.
Out to Canada, different countries. Like it's a blessing in disguise. But you have to, just focus and keep working. Just keep pushing. Everybody's not going to jump on your time span, but it will happen.
Because what a lot of people make a mistake in their business is they feel that their families and friends are supposed to support you. Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I think a lot of people do feel like that, that people are supposed to support. It's not going to always happen like that. If you don't put the work in and you don't show that you have belief in yourself, no one else is going to believe in you. I can't expect the person down the street, because I know you 20 years, to believe in me just because I created something. If I don't believe that it's going to make a difference in people's lives, then no one else is going to believe that.
True. And what I believe is this right here. I believe that friends and families, that's a given, but you can't really count on them to do it. I think that you really count how well you are doing, or not count, but I said measure how well you are doing by people on the outside, people that you don't know, people that are not within your inner circle.
Absolutely.
Alyssa says it's the best way when you can hold yourself accountable and involved with your business.
I love that word, accountability. Through the past couple months and dealing with energy, I'm real big on dealing with energy, and manifesting things and understanding that things come. Words and energy has like a lot to do with what happens in your life.
Yeah.
But I'm at the stage of accountability and owning up to it. And you can't expect your job, or excuse me, you can't expect your business to be $1 million business if you don't put the work in. I can't want $1 million, but then I'm only working 2 days a week. You have to be accountable for your own actions, and your own actions is what's going to bring back what you put in.
James says business is war.
Business is war. Business is war. And I kind of put up a post about that the other day. Would you rather want to be at war with yourself and at peace with society, or would you rather want to be at war with society and at peace with yourself?
Business war.
I read that and I said, wait a minute, let me read this again. Because it make you want to sit down. Okay, now, which one do I want? But hey, you 100% right on this. 100% right. I have something else that I want to ask you. I'm telling because like everything that you're saying, it's like I can relate to it. You know what I'm saying? Everything that that you're saying. You can continue talking while I get my thoughts together because I know you got something you want to say.
To say like COVID created a situation where, you know, during the lack of resources and people unable to go out, it has created a great opportunity for small business.
True.
For people to really thrive, big businesses couldn't open.
True.
So did they get their clothes from? Evolve Custom Apparel. Like during that time, we grew expeditiously just probably because people couldn't go out and outsource other items.
Absolutely.
But I'm sure it's because of the quality of what we're putting out. And they really like the difference that we're doing. We are the streets. You know, we are the industry. We are the cutting edge of what is hot. We are the fashion. We are the people who's creating the trends. So we don't really follow the trends. We just bring them in and we create them.
It makes sense to me.
If anybody,
tidal wave got to start somewhere.
It has to start somewhere, and I think everybody should take that. Like small business, big business, you got to start somewhere. You got to start small to get big.
True.
Take the risk and invest in yourself. We
one.
always investing in others. Take some of our profits from however we make our income and invest it back into ourselves. Not just flat screens and lazy boys and like invest back into you.
But see, and that's what we were saying before. When it comes down to an investing into yourself, people always say it costs too much. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, I see people go out, they want to buy a Michael Kors bag. You know, Michael Kors, they start like $300, $400, $500 right out the top. You know what I'm saying? They want to get the new Jordans. Jordans cost what? I don't buy Jordans, but Jordans gonna cost you what? Huh?
Too much dollars.
You know what I'm saying? But that same money right there, you could invest it into yourself.
Absolutely.
Because you don't have to have every Jordan that comes out. You don't have to have all.
How about we are the new Jordan? How about we are the new Gucci? We are the new. We are that just as well as Louis Vuitton, Michael Kors, Gucci. We are that and more.
Yeah, we respect the brands that don't give back, but the brands that do, sometimes we don't give them the recognition they deserve.
You're right. See that. Well, that said, I like that. Invest in yourself. One of the reasons why I started back doing BTI TV, and BTI has been around for a while, but I do Divaville the majority of the time because everybody's always talking about support Black-owned businesses. But how many Black-owned businesses do you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And not only that, and I hate to say this, but I gotta keep it real. A lot of things with some Black-owned businesses, it's not a business, it's a hobby. You know what I'm saying to you? So if you're not on your grind 24/7, it's not a business, it's a hobby. If you can get other businesses to open up at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, why you open up at 12 and 1 o'clock unless there is something else that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. You gotta go in there wholeheartedly. Yeah, you can't go in it like halfway. You gotta be wholehearted in anything you do to be successful anyway.
I used to go to a hairdresser, and I used to go to the same hairdresser because she's opened up at 9 o'clock in the morning. So when I try to go to somebody else, my own people
get a 12 o'clock appointment or something.
And listen, I'm about my business. Get in and get out. So let me ask y'all this. Have you guys ever had any clients that were unsatisfied with your work? And if so, how did you handle it?
Wow. I can't really recall a client, and this is not to toot our own horn, but I cannot say that I've had a client that was ever displeased. Solely the purpose of Evolve and what we bring to the people is not only to make you happy, but to make you wow. Yeah. So we leave no room for you to be uncomfortable or unpleased with your merchandise. If you spend your money, I want you to have the most top-notch experience from the time that you ordered it all the way down to the packaging and how it gets delivered to you. We take care from taking the order to actually putting it together to actually wrapping it, packaging it. We also get personally handwritten thank you cards in every order. So I can't honestly say that I've ever dealt with a client that was unhappy.
If you had an unhappy one, how would you deal with it?
Well, in business, you always try to make your customer happy. Of course, you do anything you can to, redeem yourself, if you take pride in your own work. But we all know sometimes there's occasions
always one.
It may not be able to make a person happy. And, the best you can do is try to apologize and, be better for the next one.
How do you guys accept payments?
We also Cash App, PayPal, Venmo.
Every major credit card, debit card.
Hey, we're from the urban areas, so we definitely understand
every source
that you have to have every source of income coming in. One person might not want to deal with Venmo. One might not want to deal with cash. One might not want to deal with Cash App. So to be able to still please all your clients, you have to have a broad span of how you deal with payments.
So my half an hour's up, and I appreciate everything that you guys did, but this is my last question. Chino, anybody out there that's trying to start a business or want to get in contact with you, hit them with that information.
Yeah, so if you want to place an order, if you want to know more about starting your own business, if you're looking for a mentor, if you just want to talk business, you can always contact me on Facebook at Al Pacino Bangs. My inbox is always open. You can contact me on Instagram. My business page is CEO of Clothing. Or you can email me at bangsalpacino@gmail.com. I'm available at any time. I'm always open for business. And let's link. Let's see what we can make happen, man.
Is all of that is on your Facebook page?
Yes. Everything is on my Facebook page.
Am I following you on your business page? Did you send me an invite?
I'm about to get in trouble. I don't want to give you the wrong answer, so maybe I did. But if I did, I would correct you. Also, I left it over at the shop, but we did want to present you with the Evolve custom T-shirt for Divaville. We appreciate it so much. This was definitely a great opportunity for Evolve, for the both of us to, just be on your platform and to reach different people that we weren't able to reach. Our ideal is to reach as much, as many people as we can. So we definitely appreciative of the opportunity, and we want to present you with a T-shirt.
Thank you.
I'll send you pictures, and then I'll mail it out to you tomorrow morning if that's possible.
Okay. I want to thank you both for coming through, for sitting down with BTI TV and letting people know exactly, what it is that you guys do. Like you guys said, they're on Facebook, Instagram, so you should be able to find them. Once I get my shirt, you guys know I'm going to throw it up there so you guys can see it. I am going to wear it. That's a perfect marketing thing right there. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you want a show? Here's a shirt, because I'm definitely going to wear it. I appreciate you.
One hand wash the other, they both wash the faces.
I truly appreciate it. Again, you guys can find them on Facebook. You can find them on Instagram. If you can't find him or you forget his name, go to my page because he's on my page. You can send him a friend invite from there, and we can just move on. But it's called Evolve Custom Apparel, and they are in New Jersey. Anybody looking to do T-shirts for any occasions, they said T-shirts, bags, hats, you name it, they with it. Even down to sneakers. Go get a pair of old Vans sneakers. Tell them what you want and let them work. I want to do that myself, but let them work that out too. Okay, you guys. Thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate it. And you guys, like I just said, it's always showtime. Good night. Thank you guys.
Blessings. Thank you so much.